Imeall anocht. Búlan Catherine Foley leis an aisteoir John Mahoney is an dramadoir Christian O'Reilly. Aistear ceola Gurkig le Jimmy Crowley. Michael Cronin ag an taspántas Green Rafadóireachta an chéad céad agus caintas ceol leis an múteoir Oscar Marquetta ar glóva. Bhí an taisteoir cáiliúil Americánach John Mahoney in Éirinn le haghaidh féile alíonn na Gaeilge a thaobh tairg le páirteach lecha in ráma uair Christian O'Reilly Chipati. Chuig Catherine Foley go gaiileh le leirt le Christian O'Reilly agus le Harris Fraser a hain John Mahoney.
Just another side of her I've never seen. The way she usually dresses, old jeans and a jumper, all musty smelling, and her hair, the sight of it, but tonight, her smile, her lips, her eyes, the life inside her. Her breasts. The way they're looking at me.
Christian, it's lovely to meet you, and congratulations on Chipati. You must be thrilled, are you?
I'm delighted. I'm totally thrilled. It's had an amazing run in Chicago, first of all, for 7 weeks in March, April, and now we're following that in Galway.
You gave it to John Mahoney. You put it under his dressing room door.
I loved him as an actor, and I began to think he would be amazing in this play because he's got this wonderful combination of great humanity and tenderness and great crankiness,
yes,
which I felt the character really needed.
And you seem to go for, to tackle issues head on, issues that are not very popular generally, you know, stories about old people, people with disabilities, people who are lonely, gentle people who seem to be trapped in some way.
Well, I think it probably comes from my upbringing maybe. My parents had separated when we lived in London, and my mother had brought myself, my brother Shane and my sister Ciara and I to Listowel in County Kerry, where we were brought up.
In your grandmother's
in my grandmother's house, Granny Dot, and my grandmother Granny Dot and her sister, my great aunt Helen. I guess I was being brought up by two older people in that sense, and I think that informed some of my awareness of what old people are experiencing or going through or what have you. In the case of specifically of Chipati, I think it was the image of a man and his dog that I sort of knew, and they were kind of codependent. There was a real sense of lonesomeness about them, and that sort of sparked the idea for a play about a man who is very bereft since the loss of his partner, his lover, and who decides he wants to join her in the afterlife, but wants to find a home for his dog first. I'd love this production to have a further life because I'm in love with this production, and John Mahoney and Penny Slusher, they're just so gorgeous on stage. I think it would make a lovely film. I really do. I would. It's hard to give up on something that you're so happy with.
I don't know what to say. I tried to think of Martha.
You haven't eaten much, Dan. You haven't even touched the chapati and the trouble that I have making them.
I'm sorry, Betty. It's just that I'm just not hungry.
But I thought you'd be in great form. You're getting what you want. You'll be free to go tomorrow. Will I bring out the dessert? It'll be your last time tasting it. Be surprised if they have it in the afterlife or whatever.
I read the play on the flight back home to Chicago after I had done a play here called The Outgoing Tide. And actually it had been slipped under my door of my dressing room.
An amazing story, isn't it?
And you're not supposed to read those plays. You're always warned against reading anything unsolicited. But I had nothing to read. My Kindle was out of battery, and I thought, oh, what can I read? So I thought, well, I'll read this, and I felt like a spy or something. But I read it, and I was immediately blown away. First of all, I've got to say by the language. The language of this play is just, it's typical of the language you hear in Ireland. It's so amazing to hear almost poetry coming out of everybody's mouth. You know, it doesn't matter whether they're selling you a newspaper, whether they're waiting on you at a restaurant. The way people handle language in Ireland is astonishing, I think.
Is it about loneliness? What's the nub of what's the message of the play, if for somebody who hasn't seen it?
I would say that as long as you live, there is always a chance of finding some sort of happiness if you go for it. You don't have to settle for any kind of, you don't have to be unhappy, you don't have to be lonely. If you just keep searching, eventually you will probably find something, so don't give up.
Oh, what a great message, yeah, yeah.
I had a fantasy about us making love, Dan, right over there on the sofa. get another chance after tonight. The only thing, though, about leaving the window open is that the cats wouldn't give us a moment's peace. Well, it's a fantasy, so what the hell?
Agus beag dúis IBAMs na taimhhelíonna a bhrunna John in ionad oidhreachta Ghaelmhearcánach Chicago í a Hathlin beag seo. Dúis atá fáilte le blianta beag nós ag le héadí Brendan Gleeson, Stephen Ray agus Gabriel Byrne. Curach tús tráthnóna le féile cheoltír Charcaig agus beag scohan cheol le clos cuslí go dtíon cúigú lá. Fachach a saoil ceol Charcaig se Jimmy Crowley. Agus bhualas leis seo chéanamh le leart leis mé allar héal ceol na carach son agus an spraga tá fáite go raibh.
Oh, for lovers walk, oh, for lovers talk, oh, for all the things I love from the wheel of home.
Jimmy, táid sa gríleir chathair chorcaí ar hiic tú a gcís an ógrah seversar lethebuint le tradiisiún tharaníochtansa.
Well, nuair a bhí do sach mar héal Christian fodó, bhí sa dhéisiil leis na Dubliners agus Sweeney's men agus le héir aber. Ní raibh chumach go mar an cultúr na carach mar sin, go dtí gur bhuaillis le Christómi agus fear mór ceol agus fear go raibh de bhí sór tuiscin céir na hen ceol ar dain aber agus dúirt sin óra bhaint thug sé focail an orán sin de armar card agus dá sé beic sé sin le gut an céad seachtain eile agus buine sé le muinte crocaí go smíor agus an crack ó thuigs na chara go dtí go féirthail agus ní raibh sún go raibh le héadán cumálís ón gcathair.
To the finish from the start, he broke the Blarney dog's heart, and he surpassed the evening star, who shouldn't be coming to the front, and he leading the hunt, but Daly's old armoured car.
Agus caihanna chuir tusa spéisiir le sa tradiisiún Gaelach agus sa tradiisiún cheoltíre aber.
Well, the hockey mar like Stoker's lad you curl chéile agus go make go camel crook stocha mar vi blues black lady vi winter black lady ganus on folk scene massam the vessels nach cartation
winter Kirky grime
winter Kirky agus die nummer ar crachénig agus leis an chanún agus an féanúlacht agus an éanúlacht aber chur chuntosig agus na street ballads a bhailiú agus well du bhí anna grán an dig tú agus ní bhíon tactar an grán agus ar an crack mar sin in éan aber alíon eile aber you know like a chuáin slapstick comedy in order not úntaach ar fad doscail sé bór an an nádúradom a gur hahan go mór leam agus gur raibh saoil na níán saoil an star social aber bhí sé Galeers na Ballédi. Agus tá fós. So is tuisce anhaachta ó héamh na starad, héamh na nína.
Come on, boys, and spend the day. The winter bowling club's so gay. The laugh of the ball, it'll make your heart sing. When you hear the shame I say, Timmy the ladies won today. Here's up from all, says the boys of Fairfield.
Osnig an folk festival in Sunday, so an folk club agus bhíocht daoine ar nós Andy Irvine tacht ó Black Clay agus do bhí a gobar godíon leis an folk club a bhunú agus a chuir le chéile gach seachtain aber. Agus bhí mar ceangalta cebar ó mar ceangalta leis an saoil las mó a chós gan dót ach bhí mar chuir an rud áitiún chun tosig agus.
I take Johnny walking, I take him up the dike. I take Johnny walking, dress him in blue and white. Oh, he was a dall and a dee dall dero. He's the boy with the curly hair. He was a dall in Cash's window. No bad eye in my Johnny.
Hannig Stoker sin le chéile an chéad lá ba?
Sa tíire stígan sun sa cool teomra stig na seachtarí lua. Just was bún ar mar chuoine.
Agus tá sin le chéile gan í?
But how we the rest chéile rís mar de bhrehamar an sportar de bhí sort bhí sé lecha ag an cuman ar fad ag muoite na hhéir le gur sort a bhíoch an gáir a rósta a me fá gorcaí they were the bullish agus beag me Crowley stick and Jackie Daly, Seamus Cray, George Shine, Noel Shine, Dina Martian, Carpenter Stank, Stoker's Lodge. Big Paul Brady and son agus Andy Irvine agus the Dina Martian tax that good yet. A Holland agus, you know, the Hedy Shish tax in Geol agus the station on a gaudy actually. He rod special. Tier on a slide no the behind here again wood rob or going mission easy no and be certain nerves black as going on devil make hair kind of stuff. Tan Ruchin Kiter father Tommy done a dairy even. So Abraham and sort nav or co doctor be going youngest and sound took this you know near all the trumps a tale.
With the perfection and recollection, I oftentimes think of those Shandon bells.
Jimmy Fergan of Iconach, the Chud Chahar Charkey, and is them for sure.
Well, is Eva a volen Krieg gachen Charkey and down. But there have been hard lark, Queen Shidder, Roddy, like Pulta Murphy's baby should have agus Shandon Sleepy. So that they more that should not all the stuff.
Will Munina got Gwilyn Sale Kill Fos full on because Gushe Fos Fid Lawn so Gahar Charkey?
What time the Quid or Shula Goni? Tristan definitely like Lachen Gwilan or a Quid rather Shula Goni. Agus took him Fenar Gwilon and no look to tack the Gorrish, agus go rod Fiuta, agus go will massive in an Volus, agus and no look to cooler Corky, you know.
Brahan Galordina in so Gahar Charkey go to Trish Gale the Carcha ancient Kilver.
No the Volim Ladina, agus sort of go over on the Shandon drum, agus said, oh, you buy, fair play to you. You know, it's old again. Tashish in their nose or dumb sitting into another mean, you're took to them and tahan to some, you know, some sort of wakers like Gorshasmi on Ford, they're coming again, their son culture Kirky, you know. Agus Boone took and trusting them, you know. Boone took agus with the son of crackers. Agus Tashi Dulray go on east, so.
May the bells of Shandon sound far more grander, the pleasant waters of the river Dee.
Fuig Marketa Glova Oscar down to Glen Hansard than Aaron falling slowly a chumshid specialta than Scanon once. Is san níoslan atá sí cur fuhí le blianta beaganús ach beag sin sa hanéireann an ríist an bhí se chuin ach leir se linn faoin na cairnín úr múna.
Clouds descend on grass grown wild, tall and grand, lash in hand, they bend in air as men in prayer, and weaving through, trying to get to you, running past birds of dawn. They see.
The record is called Muna, which is an Icelandic word. It was made in Iceland, so I was incorporating a little bit of Icelandic. I went there to play a concert with the Swell Season, with Glenn and the other lads, and it just made an impression on me. I found like a lot of similarities with Ireland, which I love, and maybe it's the kind of island mentality of people. I don't know, maybe it's the weather, just kind of set right with me, and I really wanted an excuse to come back sometime in the future and spend more time there. And in the end, there's 27 people, musicians who took part in recording the record, and some of them are Icelandic, most of them actually. I've definitely changed, you know, since becoming a mother. So since I've changed, then the way I write will have changed as well. And I kind of, the last two pieces that I've been working on are different for sure. But, you know, it could be just motherhood, it could be other things. I mean, a lot of time has passed since I last wrote a song. So you know, you always kind of change a little bit, I think, with your work. the biggest challenge was living through the things that inspire the songs, you know, because I did a lot of like soul searching and kind of experienced kind of like difficult times that I didn't really know how to navigate my way through, and I experienced all range of things that I had never felt before, and I was kind of trying to deal with all of it, and kind of I was developing my spirituality a lot as well, because I felt like some things were out of my control and some things were in my control, but I didn't know how to change them to make the situation better. So I kind of turned to something bigger than me, you know. I believe that we have like guardian spirits, and I believe in God, and I was kind of getting upset because I felt alone at times, even though I know we're not. But then I realized that a lot of it is about, you know, you forget to ask for help, you know, and I believe we all have free will, so nobody can really interfere or intervene unless we give permission and we ask for it, you know. So I kind of spent a lot of time just kind of just having a tough time with it until I just surrendered. It was like, I'm tired, I'm not gonna worry about this anymore. And then everything just, the minute I let go and I just kind of relaxed about it a little bit, it just kind of got better, you know. I don't have any specific expectations with the record, you know. I'm not expecting any specific career move or even response from people. I'm actually in a really lovely place with it, where I feel very proud of it and I feel very good sharing it with people. And I'm very curious, you know, what responses people are gonna have to the record, because I'm open to the negative and the positive ones, you know. I know some people will embrace it, some people will probably reject it, some people won't care to do either. But I think it's really lovely to be sharing something that I've put so much energy and effort into creating and trying to make it as best as it can be. And it's an exciting moment that it's you know, holding the physical copy of it is just, it's lovely, and you know, giving it to people or knowing that other people have it in their homes is like you know, it's really nice. So I'm hoping that people will get something from it, you know, something nice and positive.
Pushing through, though knowing this, thinking it all falls behind the next abyss. I'll get there soon and dwell there some, till it's time for the next cloud to come.
Tá taspántas siúil san axas Imeall muna go dtíon 5 den vísa in bhfuil puirtráidí do chuid anghrion rafadára móra I bhacín nach Mairn. Chuig Michael Cronin chun na puirtráidí do mhórscríneoir na Gaelgeiscint sa taspántas sódar teitil an chéad.
Le túhal mat díag
Séidean stola gaoithe, titin linne as láid,
Siomra cho beog le crona geach.
Támann seo sa leabharinnead Axas Imeall muna agus séir atá seo ná teaspántas faoi le. Sin teaspántas Greengrafna a thóg móra I Joachim de scríbhnóirí móra na Gaeilge. Sin scríbhnóirí Gaeilge na linne seo, agus is léir agus méag féchant na pictiúirí seo ghuiil écht déanta ag Máire. Mar an rud atá agin an seo ná an tafad is cuimse hí dá bhfuil agin scríbhneoirí comhaimsethe na Ghaeilge.
Rá adaman seo I cathó cilige idir
Brúachtan tú broiteacht go ciúin binabach.
Siar an diamálas go saolaíim strúile sios chun tríide.
Tá capal bán fuat a crí, capal bán na síríochta, capal bán túbhnis.
Tá mé fechant an rinraf seo déilis na chuimhne. Scríbhneoir mór le rá níomháin sa Ghaeilge agus sa méir le freisin. Agus I rud a rion lomsam is méid fechant an rinraf seo ná go bhfuil si compórt. Is léir go raibh bua faoi le ag móra I Joachim na scríbhneoirí a chur suaimhneas go bhfuil teagmháil farsanta ann idir an scríbhneoir agus an greengrafador. Agus is tólim hain ní nach cíine go mar sin a bhí mar bhí an tuiscint ag móra I Joachim an scríbhneoireacht mar baisteoir litrithe I agus mar sin bhí scill bhí tuiscint aici ceard na scríbhneoireachta agus ghuiil si in an dulasteach is tólim hain in nán na scríbhneoireachta. Agus méid fechant an greengraf seo den scríbhneoireog Alva ní Garvaí. Is léir grá tuiscint ag an greengrafador hábhacht na Háige mar leis an tradiisiún litrithe. Mar rud atá ionach spéisiúil leis an gnúsach seo ná bhfuil meascán ann. Nuair léon tú na dáanta scíomhann Louis de Père. Deagan tú an farsantacht láidir atá ag Louis mar scríbhneoir. Ach leis an greengraf seo agus ag breathnú amach an duine atá ag fécant fecinn tú an machantacht atá le feiceáil civiliocht. Fecinn tú an diga tú a fearr atá sásta fécant go mion chórsaí an tíl, chórsaí cluine, héimi móra paidblí. Tá chlú agus cáil fad an dam na greengrafna a thug John Minahan na Samuel Beckett, na greengrafna a thug Giselle Freund de James Joyce. Ach, beidir nach bhfuil aithne ag Elan líní a seód luachfar seo, na greengrafna a thug móra I Joachim. Is dólam ceann dus na seód is luachfara dá bhfuil agin, mar séir atá an ná tafad bio, físiúil, comasach severas iontoch scríbhneoireachta sa tír seo si sin an tradiisiún scríbhneoireachta sa Ghaeilge chaisí cúpla bliain dá síl ag obair an tionscadamh seo ach seo éireacht iontoch héithir mhóra I Joachim.
Bígan ar downtar ríist an teachtain se chuin le réamhleis éile litríochta imram agus bimidir set bhuachalí bó an drama telefíse Clondyke.